Let me tell you something that is very shocking. Most people are not killed by big diseases, but they are killed by the small choices that they make on a daily basis. It is not the big meal, it is the daily sugar, it is the soda, it is the chips, it is the late night eating, it is the long sitting, it is the stress that you ignore. And here is the truth: food can hurt you, but food can also heal you. Food can be your medicine, and today I will show you how. Welcome to this live webinar. I'm Dr. Joshua Nderitu, a family physician focused on public health and cancer prevention and treatment. Here, we turn complex science into simple steps that you can use today. So stay with me as we look at how food can be medicine for you. Welcome to today's webinar on food can be medicine. And the movement is changing now on how we think about our health. For many years, we believed that sickness just happened. But this is not the truth. Science is telling us a different story. Lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart diseases, and cancers are rising very fast. And many are being driven by what we eat, how we live, how we move. That's why we are calling them the lifestyle diseases, because they are driven by our lifestyle. The greatest healing tool is already in your kitchen, which is within your control, which you can take charge of. Food is not just the calories that you are consuming. Food is information to your body. Food talks to your cells, and food changes the way your body responds and behaves on a daily basis. That's why you need to be aware about what does food do to your body and to your health. Let's keep this very simple. Why does the food that you take, what you consume at every meal, matter to your health? Your body is built by what you eat. How strong or weak you are going to be, how your muscles are going to be, is determined by the food you eat. Your blood comes from the food that you eat. So how you move your oxygen in the body, how you protect yourself against the infections and the immune-related diseases is determined by your food. Your energy comes from the food. Definitely, this is obvious. And then even the hormones that are in your body are shaped by your food. Your immune system, your defense is determined by your food. So you can see already there is a relationship. We have talked about the cancers, we have talked about the lifestyle diseases, and these are inflammatory diseases. So if your immunity is weakened, if your food does not support your immunity, then you're likely to get cancers more than any other person. So if you eat junk, your body becomes weak. If you eat real food, then your also body you build your strength. And healthy foods also become a source of power. Healthy food becomes a source of power in what way? It reduces the inflammatory responses of your body because it is working on the immune system. It improves your immunity, how you defend yourself against diseases. It balances your blood sugar because how high your sugar goes is determined by the food you eat. If you are used to eating these very refined foods, then they have the capacity to spike your sugar very high. If you spike your sugar, then you increase your insulin secretion, and this drives your sugar high. Okay? So then these responses of your body also affect the health of your brain and the health of your heart. So then food becomes your medicine because it determines how healthy you are. So the danger of the rising lifestyle diseases. Every clinic day, I see young people coming with diseases that used to belong to the older adults. We have teenagers with obesity. We have people between their 20s and 30s with high blood pressure. We have people in their 20s with prediabetes. And the sad, very sad news is that the complications of these lifestyle diseases are also coming very early. I know 3 or 4 of my patients who have gotten stroke at the ages of 30s. These are not stories. They are real people. Young people who are at the prime of their lives getting cardiovascular events, heart attacks, strokes in their 30s. These are people who need to work. These are people who have families that depend on them. They are breadwinners and they get strokes at 30s. So, why is this happening? Our world has changed. The food has changed. Our lifestyle has changed. And this is what is making all these things change. We live in a world where fast food are available at every corner. Sugary drinks are available at every point. Processed snacks is the order of the day. You get them at the click of a button and they are delivered into your house. Long hours of sitting. You do not have time to exercise. Even our children, they don't have playgrounds in their schools. There is no space. It is learning and sitting from morning to evening, from Monday to Sunday, from January to December. What is the impact? People who are overwhelmed, people who are stressed, people whose immunity is compromised. And then this leads to constant stress of daily life. These things damage your body quietly, slowly, without noise, year after year. And the implications, we see them in our health. So every time you come to the health facility, you are bringing your report card. So health is not at the doctor's premises. It is back in your kitchen where you are cooking from. It is back in your office where you are working from, depending on what you do on a daily basis. But in the midst of all this green picture, there is a good news. Lifestyle diseases are preventable, and many of them are reversible. It is not in the days that we used to believe that diabetes, once you get it, you live with it to your death. You can change your lifestyle. You can change the root causes, because your root cause is your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle, you reverse your diseases, you remove your obesity. And that is the core. Of course, there is an interplay of things. 7 things determine your body weight. And for you to be able to live healthy, then you need to align those 7 things. If you want more coaching and more guidance, you can join our Healthy Insight 360 program that will help you reverse your body weight to what is expected of you, reverse chronic diseases, and enjoy life better. Not only live, but thrive. Not only have a lifespan, but you have a health span. So, what are the dangers of inappropriate foods? What are the foods that are harming your health? One, we have too much sugar. Too much sugar raises your weight, raises your insulin, and raises your inflammation. Then we have salt. If you take salt in excess, then it raises your blood pressure. Then we have too much of the processed foods, the chips, the biscuits, the pizzas, the fried foods. All these, they damage your blood vessels by a process that we call atherosclerosis. So the inside of your blood vessel narrows down. And once this happens, then your blood pressure goes high. Then the big culprit, it's the sugary drinks. Loaded with calories, loaded with sugar, and it harms you. The sodas, the energy drinks, the sweet juices, all these are driving obesity and diabetes. And it is actually has been shown by some studies that have been done in the US that kids who are exposed to soft drinks on a daily basis, they are likely to be more obese. They are likely to get lifestyle diseases at an early age. So these are not just drinks, they are actually poisons. And then we have the excessive consumption of processed meats. This is also harming our health. And then our programs, our routines are overloaded with activities. Many of them might not be very productive, and as I've said in some of my blogs previously, our phones can be means of our well-being, or they can harm us. So we waste too much time scrolling on our phones. We let the phones take over our lives, so we don't focus and we do not have the capacity to do substantial productive work. So we end up getting stressed, and so we end up eating late. Late night eating, they crash our hormones, and then they make us fat and increase our chances of getting obesity. So this is the good news. Now you know the dangers. So changing is within your capacity. You can identify the enemy, and then you remove the poison. So how does food as medicine work? This is the good evening message for you. Certain foods, they just don't feed you, they heal you. So pay attention to these foods. The healing foods include the fruits. If you eat them in abundance, they help improve your immunity. They help create your immune and defense mechanisms. Then you have the vegetables, source of a lot of fiber. And the good thing is, when we eat plenty of fiber, we feed our gut microbiome. What is the importance of our gut microbiome? It helps us stay healthy, it feeds our brain, it keeps us healthy. Then whole grains, again, they have nutrients, they have fiber. So everybody needs more than 30 grams of fiber. If you need to know more about fiber, where to get it, I have a video in the Overall Health YouTube channel. It will tell you about fiber. Beans and legumes, the powerhouse and the cornerstone of our diets. Actually, it has been shown the people who live the centenarian centers, they consume a lot of beans and legumes, and they live to be over 100 years. So you can also get that information in the Overall Health YouTube channel at Dr. Nderitu. Then we have the lean protein, the healthy oils, and then water. So basically, I do not say that you should take up to 8 glasses in a day, but you should average your water intake to 2 to 3 liters. This is all the amount of fluid that you take. And the color of your urine should give you a guidance whether you are drinking enough or you have undertaken little water. So when you take adequate amount of water, your urine should be very clear, and it should not be dark straw colored. It should be light colored. Then you have the beneficial herbs and spices like turmeric and ginger. These are powerhouses in building your health. These foods, they lower your inflammation, they lower your blood pressure, They improve your weight, they balance your sugar, and also they support your brain health, they reduce your cancer risk, and they also boost your gut health. As I've said, they help you improve your gut microbiome, and I'm sure you would want this. All of us want to live healthy. So good gut microbiome helps us to be more healthy and to enjoy a healthier life. Then remember that food can heal you than any pill can. So, and the only thing with food, it only works when you consistently make this your lifestyle. You make it a habit that you live with on a daily basis. So you cannot say that you are going to eat healthy food today and you forget about it tomorrow. Make it your lifestyle. Remember that consistency beats intensity. It is maintaining that healthy eating consistently. So let's look at our children and the young people with healthy eating. Yes, we may say that they are young, they can fight, but remember that when they are exposed on the wrong diet from an earlier period, the worse they start in managing their diseases. And there is something that is called epigenetics. This is where your genes that you get that are passed on to you are altered depending on the kind of food that you eat. So if your parents eat unhealthy diet, then some of their genes do not develop to their capacity. They pass them on to you, and then you find that your makeup is less uh, developed and less enabled to fight diseases. So you find yourself, you are more prone to diseases. Of course, this does not give you the opportunity to blame your parents on your poor eating habits or on your poor genes. Possibly it's the environment that we are working in, the environment that we are growing in. So that is what happens. So our children grow in a world that is filled with fast food. They come in all bright colors. Sugary snacks are everywhere. Screens are everywhere promoting these fast foods, and there is very little movement. Even in the schools that our children go to, those who are able to walk to school had an opportunity to walk to school. Many of the people now who live in urban centers, that opportunity is not there. The children go to far schools, they are picked by buses from their homes, taken to school. The schools don't have adequate playground. So these children, obviously, they don't have time. And when you come to the estates, we have not designed our estates in very friendly ways. They don't have play fields. And so you can see there's very little movement. And then the screens. So if children wants to be entertained, what is the biggest source of entertainment? Electronics. It could be the phone, it could be the iPad, it could be the computer. And they spend days there. The bad news about this is that the phones have taken over our lives. We are more controlled by them. Our capacity to think has been taken over. So actually, we become more isolated. So mental health problems increase. Obesity increases. We are a vulnerable society. But it doesn't have to be like this. So what do our children need? They need healthy home meals. There's a study that was done in the US, and I wish that we could also do this in our setups. And many of the children that were found to be obese, they realized that they never had the opportunity of having family meals. So everybody grabs something and eats. The dad picks something on the way. The mother gets something from the kitchen fridge. The children get something in the course of the day. You can order food online and it's available. So we tend not to have family meals. This is what our children need. They need play and movement so that they can be able to grow and develop their immunity. They need less sugar, less junk, regular meals at scheduled times. Then more water, plain good healthy water, and parents eating healthily. Children learn from what they see than what they hear. So they learn from watching us, not from what we say to them. If you want healthy children, then create a healthy home. So how do we make these small habits that we really think life-saving stick and become part of our lives? Food as medicine is not about perfection, but it is about small steps that you take daily and you maintain them consistently. So how can you change uh, your the food that you eat? One, change your shopping list. Uh, if it is not in the house, you will not eat it. So if you go and buy junk food, then you consume junk. If you buy the refined flours, the white rice, the white wheat, you consume that. So you change from your shopping list. You learn to buy whole maize. You learn to use whole grains, and this becomes what is available in your kitchen. Then change your breakfast. Choose fruits, choose eggs, choose porridge, choose oats or smoothies, and remove the refined foods, remove, remove the processed meat because they have been shown to be health risk. Then use the plate method. This is something that I've talked about in one of my previous talks in the overall health. And in summary, the healthy plate is where you have half of your plate is vegetables. Then you have a quarter of it is proteins, and then you have a quarter of it is whole carbohydrates. Then drink more water. Sometimes we think we are hungry, but it is just craving. It is possibly addiction that if you drink water, then you reduce the cravings. Then move daily. At least 30 minutes of walking can act as medicine. And it is very important and very encouraged that you take 20 minutes of walking after food. If you want to know more benefits of walking 20 minutes after your meals or before, check in my YouTube channel. It will give you tips and how you can incorporate it into your daily life. Then sleep well. For children and teenagers, they need between 9 to 12 hours. For adults, between the ages of 25 and above, they need 7 hours and above of good sleep uninterrupted. And sleep is very non-negotiable. Then know how to manage your stresses. Life will always bring challenges, but how do you manage these stresses? So your body, when it is overwhelmed, it is stressed, then it stores more fat. What are some of the ways to cope up with stress? It is journaling, it is prayer, it is meditation, it is gratitude, it is breathing exercises, and it is also having a consistent schedule so that you have a routine that you work with, and that helps your mind to remove itself from the small decision-making processes. You have to think about what clothes to wear, what time you go to the gym, what time you cook your lunch, what time you eat your supper. So, but if you make a routine, defined times, allowing for a little bit of flexibility, but maintaining the overall structure, you have a specific wake up time, a specific sleep time, then this makes and removes a lot of stress from your brain, and this makes you enjoy life better. So how do we incorporate this healthy living and this healthy intake into your routines of every day? One, when you wake up in the morning, make it a habit that the first thing you do is to drink water. You can, it doesn't matter what kind of water you take. If you want it cold, take it. If you want it hot, take it. But take a glass of water. And this will refresh your mind, trigger your digestion, and also improve your gut microbiome. Then learn to eat a healthy breakfast. This helps you to start your day with calmness, not rush that raises your adrenaline. You are rushing, moving everywhere. But when you take your time, you enjoy your breakfast, then you start your day with strength. Then learn to walk and stretch. So when you move or when you do activities for 1 hour, stretch for 10 minutes. When you are feeling overwhelmed, you start feeling fatigue, stretch up and for 20 minutes. Then set a healthy intentions. As I said, what prevents us from getting to do the right thing is one, lack of knowledge. So learn what is healthy eating, learn what are the healthy foods, and also learn to plan. So when you plan your schedules in advance, then you are able to take charge rather than getting overwhelmed and making decision at an instant. Then in the afternoon, learn to choose real food, uh, encourage fruits and vegetables in your diet. Half the plate is vegetables. Then drink water instead of soda. Then in the evening, teach yourself to take a light dinner. Avoid late night snacking. Encourage yourself to walk every time after a meal, and then relax and eat and sleep early. These help you to be more purposeful in your decision making and more intention oriented. Then learn to prepare meals at home. Learn to eat as a family. Make it a family ritual. At least if you cannot manage all the 3 meals together, at least have one meal that you take together as a family. Also learn to cook as a family. Help your children to make some simple meals and let them also see you how you make some of these foods. Sometimes our young people are going for the fast food because they do not know how to cook. Then teach them also to go to the markets, buy the foods so that they know where these foods are available. Visit the markets with them so that they can see where the food is available from. Then take family walks and have regular health checks. This will help you to stay healthy and to stay in charge. So if you have some of these lifestyle diseases, if your weight is overwhelming you, if you have tried to lose your weight and you are feeling overwhelmed, then uh, join the Health Insights 360. And the people who have joined this program, we have worked with them, we have helped them incorporate this into their lifestyle. And they have been able to slowly but progressively reverse some of these chronic diseases, get themselves back to their normal weight. And this is why we created this program. It is a simple step-by-step lifestyle program that helps people with high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, prediabetes, stress, low energy, poor sleep, or anyone who just wants to live a healthier life. You want to embrace healthy living and you do not know where to start. So look no more. Inside the Health Insight 360 program, you get weekly coaching, you get nutritional training, you get exercise guidance, you get stress management lessons, you get family health tools, what will be able to get you your social connections, you get worksheets, you get meal plans, you get daily support, and a community that works with you, so that you know that you are not alone in this. And this program is changing lives each at a time and progressively. And it can also change yours. So if you want to transform health, if you want more energy, if you want to prevent diseases, If you want a step-by-step plan, then join the Health Insight 360 program today. You can inbox me at my WhatsApp number, and then you can start your new life and give yourself a new start. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about your health. Thank you for choosing healing over sickness. Food is medicine. Food is power. Food is life. So let us use it well, starting. Remember that your habits are what that make you sick. So change them one at a time and maintain the consistency of healthy habits. Thank you very much. We meet next Sunday as we look at movement as a way of improving health. Till then, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the week. So I welcome questions for anybody who may have any question that you may want to ask this evening.